something is fucked.
Yeah, I literally just responded to them going, we have no idea. So I was like, all right, fine. Because I was like, okay, look, I want to learn what I did wrong because all I see in the notes is added him to the VPN group and he works now. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, was it really that easy all along? And so I messaged them. I'm like, can you like tell me what I was doing wrong? And they're like, yeah, you weren't doing anything wrong. He just wasn't part of the VPN group, even though he was able to access the VPN. And we're just like, oh, okay, so I'll just file this under obscure electronic fuckery then. And they said, yeah, pretty much.
Sounds right from Microsoft.
Fucking. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin tonight. Fanfiction Contempt Theater, episode 99 of 9005. And you know what that makes tomorrow? That makes tomorrow episode 100, the last episode of the year.
You need to fix the stream title.
What do you mean? Didn't I?
No, it's 98.
Thanks, Sneaky.
I thought I'm. Wait, hold on. Am
You
I
just-
just, am I
you
just
thought-
really bad at math?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, okay, yeah,
Probably.
yes. Okay, no, this is actually episode 98, which makes next episode 99. Damn it! Ah, the misery!
All right, let's just say we skipped an episode and it's episode 99 now.
No, I must stay true.
You literally don't have to. It's your show.
And I bet you're the sort of person who doesn't put a shopping cart away, too.
I put a shopping cart away. What are you talking about?
Dude,
Dude,
yes,
I
thank you,
know the
Kitty.
pain of having to go grab shopping carts. I'm not going to fucking put that on someone else.
Good point, good point.
It's my so I was a cart monkey. I'll put them away if I fucking feel like it.
Yeah, that's fair. Those are really the two responses is, I suffered this fate, and I do not wish to inflict it upon others. And then there's, I suffered this fate, and fuck you, I'm gonna inflict it on you. Let's see here. Oh, God. Wow. Is the Naruto section really that fucking dead? Holy shit.
I hope it's fucking dead.
Alright, so, here we go.
Make sure you move the curtains.
I did. The curtains have lifted. So, our first story of the night. Motivated by the scars. A Naru Sasu Naru lover story. Wait, what? Naru...
Which is
Bim
actually
Sasuke?
stay Naru. Wait.
Everything was supposed to get better,
That way, Sneaky.
but things don't always go as planned. No one would have expected what would happen. As if planning a wedding wasn't stressful enough, one of Sasuke's deepest fears is about to come true no matter how hard they try to prevent it. Last installment of the Lights Out trilogy. No.
Oh, they made a trilogy.
Why did you say Sasuke like that?
Maybe someone should put his lights out.
Alternative universe, modern no chakra AU.
What's the
What's the
fucking
fucking
point?
point?
The point is to write a gay story. Literally.
Yeah, but write them using other characters. Oh, wait, they can't because they need these characters to piggyback off that thing.
Well, $90 down on author being female.
No bet.
They're a male-on-male writer who watches Degrassi, iCarly, Star Wars, Naruto, and Avatar. Yeah.
Why
Fucking-
iCarly?
I'm.
Because
who the
female.
fuck?
Because I think it's some kind of bait for something or other.
93 stories. Joined 2007. Oh no. They're a millennial. Yeah, they would be 10 years. Yeah, that'd be enough. Yeah. I just want to say, don't judge my writing style by the first stories I posted in 2007. I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. It's only been 15 years since then.
No, judge them anyway. Also, 15 fucking years. Man, that's painful.
Yeah, did you know that Mass Effect is now 16 years old?
Mass Effect is
Nikki,
holy
stop! I'm
shit.
taking sand damage.
Sounds like a you problem. Keep going, Sneaky.
Did you know it's been over 20 years since the last Warcraft game?
3.
I feel like my writing. I feel like my writing has gotten better, and some of the other stories are rushed.
I should hope it's gotten better.
Indeed. I hate to say it, but since I now have had one of my stories ripped off.
What?
Oh no, someone's copying my gay lover story. I am truly devastated by this outcome.
Wait, hang on. Is that their measure of success?
I wouldn't say measure of success. I think they're just kind of like angry now that they're being plagiarized. If you see one of my stories and it's not by me, Smeebig on DeviantArt, Naru Sasu Naru Lover on Archive or Wattpad. This
What the
includes if they just take one of my stories and put different character names or change the titles. My dude, you are not writing fucking art here. You are writing male-on-male shit smut. These are the only accounts that are permitted to upload my stories.
that are permitted to upload? Fuck
I am
off.
currently revising my stories posted on here. On AO3
Maybe
and
you should
Wattpad.
revise and fucking
Since
lie.
they are on here already, the revised versions will not be posted here. I'm
Or
only
I'll
going...
read your fucking... We're literally reading a story on a fucking Contempt stream. Meanwhile, literally, I'm fairly certain if I gave this to some people I know, they would be like, alright, so I'm just gonna read this wholesale and post a fucking link to every server I'm on, and then just fucking read it in voice chat.
Would you
No,
make
some
people
people-
suffer like that?
Oh no, poor Orf! He posted his story to Space Battles?
Oh no.
Yes, he did.
Oh no.
And he got the response already.
Oh god.
What happened?
He got the Space Battles overanalyzed person already. Who completely took out of context what he said to fit their own narrative. Like me and Sneaky usually get.
Yeah.
This is the sort of person I would throat punch for insisting that authorial intent never matters.
No, actually the opposite. They are the sort of person that overanalyzes authorial intent to extract it to a completely different level.
Oh, okay. So this is the student that when the teacher says write a dissertation, write me a one-page essay on what the author meant by making the couch blue, and he gives a 5-page dissertation.
Somewhat.
Okay.
For any that are currently rated M and do not understand... Wait. Whoa!
That was something that was just said.
I'm sorry, what?
For any
Yes,
that are
but
currently rated M, any stories that are currently rated M, and do not have underage character smut, I will likely add them to my other accounts. Wait, so it's okay to post child porn here?
No, I think they missed a comma there.
Yeah, there's a comma
Based
missing
on the
there.
next sentence.
Yes! You would think that would be a very... See, gentlemen, this is the difference between writing a
Remember,
porn
everyone.
story and being arrested for child pedophilia.
Remember, everyone, commas are important.
Comma's literally the difference between being shot in the head and, you know, being a degenerate author.
I feel called out, Sneaky, but no. FFN doesn't care. They no longer check
I know.
content.
I'm aware. I'm very much well aware that FFN pays absolutely no fucking attention to that.
Did they ever?
Yeah, once really long ago. Back in the days of the Grand Purge.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
yeah,
remember
but
that.
Purge happened like twice.
Yeah, but there was the first
More
purge, the
than
first
twice.
grand
There's
purge.
at least 3 or
Should happen more, honestly.
4.
It really fucking should. Some of this shit on there.
Like, the Grand Purge is actually one of the reasons why a lot of the fandoms improved on FFN, because all of the really garbage writers all moved to Archive because they're like,
It's
oh
also the reason a
no!
lot of them died.
Huh?
It's also the reason a lot of them died.
Oh, yes, totally, absolutely. But it made a bunch of really garbage authors who were like, oh no, my Sasuke times Naruto child porn story will be deleted by the tyrannical FFN owner. I'm gonna move to Archive.
Oh no. You're not talking about the first grand purge, Sneaky. You're talking about like the fifth. No, I'm talking about when they the first soccer mom, the first wave of soccer moms came and they nuked basically the entirety of the Digimon section for one.
And
Digimon
nothing was
section is
lost.
filled with degenerates. Don't go there.
Yeah, nothing
Yes,
was
it
lost.
Fuck reads Digimon.
Yeah, nothing was lost.
at the time.
Ever. If the story has underage characters, I may do an epilogue for it showing the future and adding smut in that way.
You're not underage anymore.
Modern
Just
day
gotta have a
soulmate
fucking excuse.
AU, no chakra. Modern day soulmate AU, no chakra. Modern day soulmate AU, no chakra. Male on male,
They
male
all have
on
the
male,
same
male
author.
on male. It's all the same.
It's
It's
the
the
author's
author's
page.
fucking
Oh.
page.
Yo, I just got here. Listen,
Okay, so
listen.
what-
Some
confidently,
authors
Atin.
are like, I have 17 updates. I will post all of them now.
So
Yep,
what you
I've done
want to
that.
do is take the author out back.
Holy a straight story. Well, I mean, of course, it's a
shut
straight
him
story.
down.
It's Miss Self Insert times Hot Man. Of course, it's a straight story. It's only
There you go. It's woman.
yeah, it's woman. Oh God.
Peak woman.
Wow. Yeah. What was their first story ever? Their first story ever was Naruto.
Wow, I'm so surprised.
Wow. Even in 2007, they were a fucking degenerate writing male on male shit.
Do I want to know what the pairing is for that one?
Sasuke times Naruto.
You had to ask.
What else was it gonna be?
I don't know.
There's
it
a
could
lot of-
be,
There's a lot of answers to that, but they should not be said.
it could be Hiruzen and Naruto instead.
Fuck off.
I just said they should not be uttered.
Yeah, exactly. There are some things that should not be said. Also, apparently, Tenshin wants to hop in.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah.
We can't bring him in if he doesn't come in. So.
He has not like
He knows exactly how this goes. Bro, we
Unless you
can't bring
enter
you
the
into the
chat.
chat unless you're on the chat. Fucking dipshit.
Alright, now he's in voice chat, so just pile into him before he can say a word. Let me mute him so he can't.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
already
There we go.
muted.
Go at it.
Just absolute server mute. You fucking Mexican. I'm gonna ship you over the border.
God damn it, Sneaky.
Send him to Brazil.
Alright. Now we'll
Don't
unmute
send
him.
us Brazil to that
Oh, never
Mexican.
mind, someone muted him back.
He was already muted when he came in here.
I know, I just want to make sure he couldn't unmute himself to defend himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, no, Tension is a very valuable member of both this chat and the community. He is our token Mexican, which means we're not racist.
I thought that was what Kate was for.
Who?
The Brazilian.
Oh, C8.
C8?
C8.
Oh, see, no, he's white.
No, he's Brazilian. There's a difference.
Yeah, not to the leftist.
Oh, yeah, fair. He's white passing.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters. Yeah, so we got Cruel, who's our Indian representation. We got Lou, who's our black representation. We got Tension,
Sin,
who's our
our
Mexican.
degenerate representation.
Sin is voted most likely to be executed by a Louisiana death squad.
Most likely to execute a Louisiana death squad.
Most likely to end up murdered in Louisiana in the Baker Mansion.
Okay,
Possibly.
Mr. Rambo. Let's see here. Si vis pacem parabellum. Oh wow, Max, it's like all of those fucking cringy Latin titles mashed together. Because in the Naruto section and in the Harry Potter section, you see it so often. There's so many stories called Si vis pacem. There's parabellum stories. You know, it's so funny. They just mashed them all together. And just in case you didn't know you were in the Naruto section reading a Naruto story, they decided to include in the title of the Naruto fanfic that this is a Naruto fanfic.
Woo.
Death claims all of us in a timely fashion, but some are granted a second chance. Armed with ambition, megalomania, and pride alone, well, that's clearly not pride alone because you just listed 3 other things, an innocent girl, Doubt, reincarnates into a vast world of Naruto with the sole intention of writing history, her history. Female, OC, Isekai, AU.
Okay. Author's actually a man.
Possibly. Maybe. I don't know.
What's the pairing?
Based on those favorites, I'm gonna say probably not.
Well, there's no listed characters. So let's see what's going on in Arc 11.
Can we just not?
I mean, look, their dialogue isn't bad, their grammar isn't bad. It looks like it's going to be a heavy OC story. So, I mean, hey, go ahead and read it if you want. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I think the title is absolutely fucking cringe.
At least just write it in fucking English.
I will say, though, the chapters are, brutal. The chapters are less than 1,000 words each chapter.
Ooh,
Ew.
Yeah.
that's bad.
Also, what the fuck, mana? Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, it's one of those I brought magic into a world of chakra stories, isn't it?
There is functionally little to no difference in the Naruto world.
There's not.
My mana core is intact. My soul is stable.
I mean, shit, you know, that's more than most of us can say. I'm pretty sure none of us in this chat has a stable soul. Well,
I
probably
beg to
Matt, but
fucking differ. I am a god of soul.
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
You are the furthest thing from stable.
My mind and
Against
body are
double
not.
digits right now.
Whoa, hold up.
Sneaky,
My body.
Sneaky,
Whoa, hold
you
up.
are 5 minutes away from purchasing a shotgun and going postal at any given minute. I don't want to be in the same state as you,
I am
let alone the
attacked.
same county.
Frankly, I am insulted, attacked, disgraced. This is slander.
Truth.
Disgraced.
Also, he doesn't need to buy a shotgun. He already owns a lever action.
That's also true.
Cool.
Yes, but can you do the funny?
That's Hollywood bullshit. Kiss my ass.
No, because it's not a sawn-off. I can't spin it around my finger. It's a fucking 16-inch proper rifle. So anyway, as I was saying, mana core. So we're already having this character be isekai'd into Naruto, knowing what magic is, and having a magical core.
Oh, it's an isekai with cheat powers story.
Effectively. Also, they're a pyromaniac, apparently.
Who in Naruto isn't?
I mean, yes, fair.
Who are those fuckers from the Water Tribe? They're not pyromaniacs.
I'm sorry, the water
They
tribe.
still use exploding tags, I'm pretty sure, so the argument could be made that you are wrong on that, Atin.
No,
I mean-
explosion is force, it's not an incendiary.
But there are incendiary explosive tags, so I guess it just depends on whether or not they use the incendiary explosive tag.
We've also had to watch them bat flames off them after somehow surviving the explosive.
Also, this was apparently a very important moment where she was given a name, which is very important because she is fully aware of her existing before now. So I'm not.
That just leaves me confused. That was published 2018? That's not 2018 quality.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I do like how the
trends
Naruto
for that
section just
shit.
ignores Boruto. Like the entire.
So does everyone else.
Good.
The entire
The one
Naruto
thing-
section just has agreed to ignore Boruto.
The one single
I'm fairly
thing
certain the entire
that the
fandom
Naruto
ignores Boruto.
fanfiction community can agree about.
Boruto just didn't happen.
Exactly.
There was a happy ending.
Boruto-
Nothing happened.
Boruto had one cool thing about it, and it was the ending fight scene between a samurai armored Ninetales and whatever the fuck the alien summon was.
Oh, the less we talk about that.
So anyway, the King Sage! In another world, Minato took the yin part of the Kyuubi with him. But in this story, some random fucking Isekai OC gets the yin half. Will the two become friends or bitter enemies? Well, they won't become bitter enemies because no fucking village would allow their two halves of Jinchuriki to kill each other.
Yeah, but this fanfiction.
Well, yes, of course. My bad. Didn't the water people have a sword that was legendary and then it spawned explosives notes? Yeah.
It was told in explosive notes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They did. It's one of the Seven Swordsman's swords.
Yeah. I'm not sure where those explosive notes came from. It's possible you actually had to reload it. I don't think they ever clarified that one. I do know that DXD ripped it off so fucking hard.
Both of them ripped it off from fucking, oh, what was it, Rave Master?
Oh, that's fair, yeah. Let's see, we got The Lone Fox. Kurama goes back in time without Naruto. This my first story, so tell me what you think. Well, by golly, author, I will.
Oh god, this poor author.
Well, author, I think it's shit.
I really wish bright-eyed, bushy-tailed newbies would quit putting that in their story, because it invites people like Sneaky to actually be...
Well, Max, you know what? I'm going to make it even worse, because they replaced their chapter 1 with a response to people's replies about my story.
Oh, wow, it gets better?
They what?
You know what? That's just asking for trouble, and that's asking for open season to...
That's asking for more bully, yes.
Oh, Max, look at this sweet summer child. Look at this sweet summer child. The author reviewed his own story, saying, "I just want everyone to know that I intend to release more every single day." November 20th. There has not been an update since.
That is the surest way to kill your story, is to try to release daily.
I used to release daily with my first story.
I
miss being able to do that.
I'm sorry, my eyes just roamed up the page, and they were just magnetically attracted to this dialogue statement. You unbirthed her.
What? Does that imply what I think that implies?
Do we have to consider this?
What the fuck?
Yes, let's consider it. It sounds
Maybe
kinky.
TOS breaking now.
I don't know about that.
No, Max. This is a review. This is written in the review.
I don't have enough drugs for this.
Go get more, you're stuck here.
Shit.
Oh no, it's a Lilo and Stitch unbirthing fic.
How many pain meds do I have to take for it to start fucking with my ability to think?
Ask Sneaky how much alcohol you had to mix with that.
I speed read that, and I can't unfucking read that. I don't know why I read that.
What?
I don't know why I read that. You know what? I will inflict it on all of you, though.
Screen.
I will inflict it on all of you, though. I'm 100% inflicting this on all of you.
No.
I'm gonna pretend that you don't exist.
This could be TOS breaking.
Gray just muted his shit. He doesn't want to hear it.
So, yeah. I won't read it out loud, so we don't need to worry about the TOS breaking part. But I will post it, and force everyone else to read it.
And that's in a review.
Yeah, that's in the review.
Is this a
asking the author to review their story, and they just slap it in there?
Yes.
What the actual shit?
Don't worry. It gets worse.
It gets worse.
Oh, it gets worse. So I'm just gonna read the warnings on this story, air quotes, in the reviews. Here is a preview of my latest work. This contains vor, pedophilia, zoophilia, incest, reverse birthing fetish. If any of this bothers you...
Stop talking!
If any of this bothers you, simply leave me a good review. Don't shame me for my kinks.
Please don't kink shame.
Does anyone have a gun they can cock real quick?
Hang on.
I'm hanging on. I can't wait to see what's...
This is good. This is just not going to. This is not getting hyped up. This better be good.
This better be the best fucking gun cock.
Here we go.
That's cool and all, author. Please face the wall. Sign, you're letting us down.
Oh, you did it. I'm sorry if my mic didn't pick it.
Rip.
Oh
The
my
mic didn't
God.
pick it up.
I appreciate that, Skitty. I'm regretting my decision to join the chat.
Oh.
That better?
Still couldn't hear it.
It's very quiet. It is very loud.
Yeah, why don't you have a seat right over there? Yeah. Don't kink
Yeah.
shame. See, Max, this goes right into our conversation from yesterday.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Just face the wall, author.
Face the fucking wall.
Oh, to address the comments I have received from Chapter 1, I am not entirely sure what the latest reviewer means with the review. The review is as follows. I love this story. This way, Kurama maybe saved Minato Kushina for Naruto, and he is raise alive parents Kakashi plus Tenzo Shai and Shin will give both Naruto babyhood, childhood, teenhood, adulthood, so both them can be pissed at Hiruzen friends, villagers, the three advisors, etc. The two of them are less naive about their two children's future. Kushina and Minato plus Uzumaki clan were betrayed by Konoha by treatment Kakashi Naruto Tenzo received from Konohakura no Sato. Kurama can be Fuin in Naruto again. Give advice to Naruto about not wearing civilian clothes. What?
Did that just have a stroke?
Not skipping studying training to eat health.
You didn't have enough of a stroke, my friend.
To eat health.
It keeps going?
To take of his body. What?
What?
To pass down ancient knowledge that is forgotten through Naruto, like anything Senju Uzumaki, Otosuki Hogoromomo, and Otosuki Ashura, like Iruro Ninjutsu, Taijutsu, Funjutsu, control exercises, etc. Kurama can teach what his sibling knew to Naruto. Ninshu can be passed down once again. End review. Author's
What?
response. I understand what the second paragraph means, even less than the first paragraph. Please write your review in a way I can read it.
The author should have gone a lot harder on that response.
Also, in this fanfic, betrayed the Uzumaki clan. Why would anyone be mad at Hiruzen? I don't get it. You didn't really give any reasons. Yes, author, that's because the reviewer here is high on what we call fandium. And they have read too much fanon to recognize what's canon anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, dear fucking God. And this is the author telling the reviewer he needs to go back and rewrite it in a more legible manner.
Wait.
Who rates maps and bestiality?
Insert
No.
a long and growling.
Hold on.
What?
Line break, prologue, line break, just after 4th Shinobi War in desolate wasteland filled, comma, with bloodstain and burn marks scattered about. Oh, sorry, right, filed, right, my bad. 9 Bijou are in circle, 8 of 9 look very tired, both mentally and physically. Line break, flashback line break, during the war, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, the 5 Kage, Edo Tensei, standing right behind them, all facing Madara. Insert long and growling fight scene here.
Okay, nope. Face the wall.
Out into the street. Gun fucker down.
You fucking what, mate?
Gun the fucker down.
Naruto, the last one alive, know that he is going to die in just few minutes no matter what, so he decides to go out with a bang and use Rasen Shuriken. It's like his weakest move at that point in time. And gets caught in blast radius of his own attack, killing them both. Ah yes, a single Rasen Shuriken killed Madara. Sorry, Maid-era.
I see no problems with that.
Maid-era. Ah, yeah. Max, don't you know that famous villain of Naruto, Maid-era?
Oh my god, you're killing me,
Is it Bernie
Sneaky.
Madeira?
It is indeed Bernie Maid-era. He is asking for our life again.
He's going to... No! Sneaky! He's done something even more sinister. He's stolen the village pension fund.
Oh, no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
How will
Whatever
old man Haruzen get his ramen now?
Indeed. See, okay, so I did just watch the Team 4-Star Right Super Saiyan meme recently. So now it's in my head, and my head is just like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if it was like a fight scene of Madara being beaten down, you know, as he wasn't canon, and instead of being like, Lamau, bitch, please, he's just like, oh, right. Super Saiyan.
You're fair.
Oh, right.
Go Super
Saiyan.
Saiyan. And
Oh,
everyone's
shit.
like, oh,
Super Saiyan.
shit.
That's still the fucking Android 13 movie is great.
Want to see something cool? Yeah, sure, I guess. Oh, right.
Oh,
Super
God.
Saiyan. Why did it take him this long to do that? At this point, I've stopped asking. And when someone posted that in the D&D chat, I did reply with, and that's literally our fucking D&D party. Because my D&D party on that server...
We're idiots, except for Sneaky.
I had to get everyone to play the exact same class so I could use all of the class features, and so they would remember what their class does. Because if these fucking idiots were playing anything but fighter, you wouldn't notice the difference.
What?
We are idiots, side.
Just like, can you heal us? What do you mean heal us? You have healing spells. I have spells? Actual fucking conversation.
Oh, who was playing the cleric?
Elaine.
Yeah, I've gotten to hear that conversation in a few campaigns I've watched. My favorite was, you can teleport? But I'm your DM, why didn't I know?
What can you teleport?
The DM helped him build the character too.
My favorite part.
Door?
My favorite part will forever be, why can you fly? Bitch, fuck you.
Listen,
Because I've got spells that say I can.
listen. Whenever possible, I make sure that my characters have some ability to teleport because of a racial feature or a class feature. Listen, nothing is more fun than the DM going, aha, I've got you, to which your response is Misty Step.
Oh, Lamau. Misty Step is so much
You
fun.
do.
Misty Step is so much fun.
Aha! The enemy's dropped you down a 30-foot hole. Misty Step.
Shadow
Well,
step. Shadow jump, excuse me.
Or my favorite so far has been reaction. Grapple. You what?
That's a good one. That's a good
I
one.
rolled a 32. You what?
Promises, motherfucker.
Oh no, Sneaky. My personal favorite was reaction. Get over here before I threw a butcher hook into them.
Right.
That's it's a little fucked.
Well,
Listen,
you see, the DM tried to fuck us over, and it worked because he targeted me. But we had fun.
He didn't account for the fact that 20 strength means I can throw a butcher hook really far.
Also, in 3.5, the DC for throwing an object at a location was 5. And the butcher hook counted.
20 strength means you can throw your party member at him and hit.
Yeah, which is what I did in the 5e campaign, where I threw small children at dragons.
It worked out well.
What hobbit do you throw at a dragon?
It wasn't a hobbit. It was a fae.
Yes.
Even better.
There was a fae that was a basically super fighter.
Yes.
Fae plus a sizing weapon plus dragon, right up the nose.
Yeah, I also had a great moment in D&D where I was like, so, question. He's like, what are you doing now? I'm like, all right, so, hypothetically, how much damage does someone falling 60 feet weighing 1,000 pounds do? And he's like, who weighs 1,000 pounds? I'm like, me. He's like, you what? I'm like, yeah, I weigh 500 pounds as part of my race. And I'm carrying 500 pounds. He's like,
Jesus.
oh. To be fair, 240 of that was my armor.
What fucking race was this?
Dragon, not Dragonborn.
More, it's a half dragon.
Dragon Claw? Something like that. Basically, it's like a lizard. It's like a lizard that walks with a hunch and up and on 2 legs.
Yeah,
I believe the correct race is Dragon Diddler.
Well, no, they're basically. Do you remember the lizard newts from Overlord?
Oh, those things. Yeah.
Basically, that's what my character was. So he was like 7'4" and like 500 pounds.
That would do it.
Yeah. He was a big boy. And his armor also had to be big. And, yeah, the DM was like, oh, yeah, 1,000 pounds,
Calculator out.
And, ultimately, I actually did more damage throwing myself at people than I did, hitting them with my sword. That was kind of the joke of the campaign. Because whenever I tried to use my sword on someone, it just wouldn't fucking work. But then I was like, alright, fuck it, I'm just gonna teleport myself up into the air and then drop myself like a titan down on the poor individual. The DM's like,
you could not hit
okay,
one thing with that sword. So you went around it by making yourself into the weapon so often.
yes.
This is when you learn grappling and then roleplay as a wrestler.
That's exactly what I did.
Sneaky was ahead of you on so many things with that one. Dude, that was amazing.
Dunev was great.
Dunev never went down.
Yeah, the fucking Revenant in the party is the only guy who didn't die during the entire campaign.
And he was face-taking everything.
Of course he was.
Sorry, how much AC do you have? 28. What the fuck?
28. I gave him evasion in on top of that, so it was A double whammy of everything.
And then Shield Master let me use my AC as an addition to my dexterity save.
Oh, so you got to fucking... Oh, God. So fireballs don't do damage.
Yeah, so I quite
No, they
literally
don't.
was also carting around a 200-pound tower shield made of mithril and adamantine. And I was quite literally just a shield.
Were you a level 20 character?
No.
This sounds like a level 20 character.
No, see,
No.
the DM made the mistake of throwing level 20 shit at us, expecting us to run away, and then we killed it. And took its shit.
The thing about our party is that we consistently punch way above, but give us the stupidest thing and we will nearly wipe to it.
Yeah. It's great
We
though,
killed
because DM's like, oh, they summon a giant colossal golem, and I'm like, I haven't used this in forever. Wabbajack! And the DM's like, I forgot I gave that to you 12 sessions ago. I'm just like, well, sucker! I summoned a Hydra. A colossal-sized Hydra.
God.
You what now?
Yeah.
You summoned
That was
Godzilla
the
to
snow
fight
golem. We fought the snow golem.
We fought
You
Winter.
threw the Wabbajack. Heck.
And then I killed, and then another guy he threw at us, but he was like, okay, they're definitely gonna run from this guy. Because he was like ethereal and immune to attacks and like a whole bunch of other shit.
+1, all you need.
And then I summoned an inn on top of him.
The orbital in drop.
What?
So the Wabbajack has this really wild summoning table of what it can do.
Wabbajack.
Yes. Again, the DM's like, I keep forgetting I gave you this.
The Wabbajack is very funny.
It airdropped an inn on the target.
It sounds worse than a deck of many things.
It was Speaking of which, how about the time my barbarian got the deck of many things?
Oh, God.
And the first card I drew was Wish, and I was like, "Well, you guys know what I have to do now." Boy, I sure wish I knew what this deck did.
Oh, listen. I have the utmost respect for any DM willing to put that in there. And I have a personal rule of, if a DM puts a deck of many things in front of me, I'm making minimum of 3 polls.
I pulled the entire deck.
Well, that's what a fucking dumbass does.
That's a
not
fucking
fun.
dumbass move.
It was great. I punched death to death.
He punched death to
Because
death
the
with
thing
the
is,
warlock.
the thing is that my character had he had decent stats, but not great stats, but it was all of his feats and abilities that made him really, really good. So when the death got summoned based on my stats, he was way outskilled compared to me. So I disarmed him and beat him to death with his own scythe in 1 turn.
Oh, God.
So
That just sounds like bullshit.
Welcome to our campaign.
the DM's just like, why? Oh, I inflict so much mental damage upon Faceless.
Emotional damage.
One of these days, I'm really gonna have to run a game with Sneaky as a player.
You should.
Let me know when you do, because I'll play.
Atin had
It's been
fun.
a while.
I had a lot of fun, and I've never been able to get into another one with you.
Yeah. I throw a bomb.
why that is.
The room is filled with gunpowder. I
No,
said
no,
I throw
no,
a
it's
bomb.
not a I haven't been allowed, it's not a I haven't wanted to, it's the option hasn't existed. If I could go back to Pathfinder and resurrect Pudge the 20 strength butcher, I would.
That fucking cavalier.
Listen, there's most DMs don't know how to respond to what's your weapon? A length of rope with a meat hook on it. And what are you gonna do? You'll see.
Too much. Oh, God.
I was gonna say, it depends on how much they've played Dota.
The best part was if Sneaky's wizard had been killed, Sneaky's next plan was to make the wrestler who could snap people's necks as a coup de grace.
That was a good one. Abusing 3.5 mechanics was so much fun.
It was the best because the whole plan was I hook them, now they're restrained. Now the grappler can restrain them, can pin them for free. Then the grappler can just
Yeah. But yeah, no, my wizard was completely silly, and the DM's like, a ship full of pirates are floating towards you, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I cast, I haste, I cast, extended fireball, I meta magic maximize, meta magic enlarge, meta magic twin shot. It's gonna
The ship burns down.
It's gonna do 156 damage, and the DM's just like, excuse me, it's gonna do fucking what? Also, it's got an
those are always
80-foot
the fun
radius.
ones.
He's like, it has a fucking what radius?
The radius is called yes.
And then he had his special anti-sneaky archer, special reaction shot me. And killed me in one hit. Because, yes, this DM is not one I play with anymore. Specifically because he went out of his way to fuck me over multiple times. Because he didn't like my builds.
Because he can't think outside the box.
Yes. Like, one time his friend tried to fuck me over by using a one-use teleport item on my character, and I proceeded to use it on him instead, except the DM hand-waved it that because I threw it, even though that's what his friend's plan was, that I was the one that got teleported. Even though...
the whole thing was...
And then he's like, alright, so now they're gonna get beat up by the bandits in this bandit camp, until I rolled a 30-fucking-8 on persuasion.
I'm going to have my funny moment, and you're not going to stop me, player. 35. Fuck.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm sorry, you have a plus what to your persuasion? I'm like, plus 18, motherfucker.
Get fucked.
But, yeah. He,
Was not a fan.
No, more like he had friends. He was a decent... When he didn't have friends in his campaigns, he was a good DM. But when he had friends in his campaigns, unless you did exactly what his friend wanted to do, he would make your life hard.
One of those.
Like, one time, I didn't want to sit there and listen to him and his friend do this, like, extended elf family roleplay for 3 hours straight. I wanted to do something with my character.
Literally anything.
And so, I convinced another one of the players to come out into the town with me, and the DM gets this grumpy look on his face, because this was back in the days of pen and paper, so we're actually all there in person, which makes it even worse. And he's like, alright, fine, you search the town, you know, roll perception or whatever it was. Yeah, it was perception back in 3.5, right?
Depends on what you're doing. Search or perception, spot.
It was spot. It was a spot roll. And I rolled like a 25 or something on it, right? So unless someone's like fucking invisible, I pretty much got the general gist of everyone in the area. And the DM's like, alright, well, with that 25, you see someone who pretty much 100% totally absolutely looks like your previous pirate captain that you escaped from. You know, the pirate captain who now leads a cult of bloodthirsty cultists. And I'm like, okay. So I convinced the friend who came with me that it's a good plan to go capture this guy before he does whatever he does to the town. Right? Seems sensible. So we succeed in doing that. And the DM's like, oh, well, I guess you were mistaken. Actually, it's a 97-year-old man, and everyone in the town really loves him. And the guards immediately attack you for manhandling this old guy. And roll a DC 40 fortitude check on the poison that the guards lace their swords with.
That's some
Is-
bullshit.
Guard.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable for a guard.
Now, to keep in mind, fighter and the specific class chain that he built, because he had a couple prestige classes in his build. This fighter could not roll a 40, even if he got a natural 20 on his fortitude check.
And net 20 is supposed to be an auto success.
No, it's not.
It's
Look at the house rules.
house rules, it is, but not on saves usually in 3.5. Oh, that's very
bullshit.
cool, Mr. First Time Chatter. It would be really unfortunate if you were banned forever.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
Well,
unfortunate?
Lamau.
What had happened?
View seller.
Be gone.
So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, DC 40 fortitude check, and literally he would have to have had rolled a natural 20 if he wanted the DM to think about letting him succeed against it. Because he wasn't going to succeed against it by raw number. He would only succeed against it if the DM said, alright, yeah, fine, natural 20, let you pass. And so it's just like, so he literally threw an impossible DC check at us for information that he lied to us about on a spot check that should be very easy to pass on the difference between a 20-something pirate cultist and a 97-year-old man.
Yeah, no, he just wanted to fuck with you.
Yeah, and so then we got, quote-unquote, thrown in jail for the rest of the session, which was another 2 hours, while he and his friend continued to do his elf roleplay.
That sounds dumb.
It was.
Your DM was a shit.
Yeah, and there's a reason why I don't play with him anymore. The other reason is because he stopped inviting me to the sessions.
I can't imagine why he did that.
That would typically lead to one not going back, yes.
Yes.
I mean, I don't really see an issue, so.
Anyway, so
And nothing of value was lost.
flashback and prologue and future flashback ends 20 minutes later, time skip. Yeah, so all 9 Biju learn to shink any size larger than normal dog after war. You know? For someone telling a guy to write in a way that can be understood, you
here
sure
we go.
can't write. Is this the only story he's written? It is. What the fuck is this? Oh god, it's a Naruto older woman harem story.
Oh, goody.
Naruto, the Kinniku kiss. Naruto has plenty good attentions as well big mouth. Now both these things are going to cause trouble when Tsunade's special project shows unexpected results. Contains muscle breast growth, monster
Wait, what?
transformations,
Huh?
domination,
There it is.
sex, harems.
He's into big girls, mummy dummies.
Oh
Dummy
dear
mummies,
god,
excuse me.
this fucking picture, holy fuck. That ain't a mommy dummy, my dude!
Ugh.
Holy
the
shit!
fuck?
No! What?
You're gonna have to post it to the chat. I got to see
I
this
like
shit
how
posted somewhere.
everyone's first reaction was just fucking pure revulsion.
Yeah, because none of us are like subhumans.
What the actual fuck?
God damn.
Did they put her on steroids?
That's a lot more than steroids, my dude.
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I
that's
like how
that's
it looks
just
like there's
wrong.
a normal. I like how it looks like there's like decent drawing quality on the muscles on the arm and the and then you see the hand and like something
looks
about
like
the
she's
quality of the
fat.
hand.
What the fuck happened to the hand?
She's fat. Her fat swallowed her fingers.
Hey everyone, Pokeboy24 back at it with a news story. I got a green light from my buddy to do this.
Can I get a green light from your buddy to end your existence?
No.
Oh god. Alright, so Pokeboy, what else have you done? What other fucking horrendous shit? Oh god. Let's see here. We got Child Show, Child Show, Child Show, Child Show, Street Fighter, Child Show, Child Show, crossovers, porn, music cartoons, child porn. I don't know what the fuck chaotic is. My Little Pony, Child Show, Child Show, Child Show, Daily Life with Monster Girl, Child
Oh,
Show,
Pretty
sure Chaotic is another
Legend of
kid
Korra, Troop, Tarzan.
Pretty sure Chaotic was
Talking
a
about Flower
card game
House.
as
Why the
well.
fuck? Why are there so many of the
So
the
this
shows
author really
fixed?
likes watching shows for children and child porn.
You just described most authors on FFN, Sneaky.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't think he's happy about it.
you know what, Sign? At least they aren't writing incest.
I get paid money, motherfucker.
All right,
You get
fair enough.
paid.
It's blood money, but I get paid.
December 30th, 2022 update. Hey everyone, I want you to know my poll is closed now. Oh wow, that's a lot of completed stories. Some of these are worrying. V2's deleted stories. Primal Lust version 2. I can't imagine why that would be deleted.
The fact that this man has deleted stories and still has fucking 56 up on profile, it scares me.
Adopted from Scarface 101. Naruto the Doll Maker. There is a killer out there who abducts the corrupted and leaves no trace, as the only thing the police find are broken doll parts. But the original has been locked up for years, so who is the copycat? Character death, bashing violence, body mod, Yuri, Dark Naruto times harem. Modern AU.
No shocker.
No, there's chakra involved probably because Naruto's creating living dolls.
Yes, the sure sign of someone with well-adjusted powers, making dolls.
Out of people.
Yep.
Reminder, that was...
Hey, so whatever happened to Jimmy? Nothing.
He's in the hole.
I wouldn't worry about it.
He's in the hole. Fuck you, that's an old joke.
Glad I got a laugh out of you at least.
This story will be in a modern setting. Oh, God. So, yeah, it is a chakra-full modern setting, probably. Alright, so his grammar's fucking garbage. His...
Do a Control F from Chakra, just to make sure.
you know what, that's fair enough. Chakra, okay, so there's no mentions of chakra in chapter 1.
Also, don't forget the link.
Chakra, okay, ha ha ha! Oh no. Sorry, but this is a modern take, meaning nobody here has chakra since not every character in the crossovers can use chakra.
Fucking called it. They're using magic or some stupid
God, it's
shit
so
for the
fucking
dolls.
dumb! Ah!
I don't get these people.
Naruto without Naruto, yes.
What if we moved all of the Naruto stuff out of Naruto? Naruto was actually an edgy serial killer who lived in jail and turned people into dolls. It's taking place in the modern times, and there's no chakra. It's like, okay, so what part of this fucking story is Naruto?
The name.
Yeah, right. My bad, of course.
Well, clearly it's Harry Potter.
The woman said before clapping her hands to turn the lights on, revealing the room was actually a workshop filled with science, as well as spare parts.
No! Not science!
Yeah, he's got science!
I am so skeptical. This is very important. Also,
Yes,
you
this-
mentioned
Weird
Harry Potter.
science.
He did say this is a crossover. He didn't specify what it's a crossover of. There is a high chance that there is Harry Potter in this story.
No
I
bet.
can't use it.
No. No thanks.
Ashalot. Hold on, I know Ashalot. Why do I know Ashalot?
Hit taste.
Soul Calibur, right, yeah. I know Ashalot because of, what's his face? Lupine.
Yeah, because
No.
the character that I like was ruined because of him.
First knowledge.
Yeah, that was,
Forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, that was part of the Fate's Gamble, where he was making a bunch of golems and shit, right?
No, that was
Sneaky.
part of
Sneaky. hold on.
one of his cast off
Omake's?
ideas.
Right, that's what it was, yeah.
Look at the chapter 2 name.
Who spoke?
Chapter 2 is also a fucking ANY.
It's C8.
It's C8.
Nice.
Did you just kick him out?
Probably for good reason.
fucking Among Us.
Gentlemen, I think Sneaky's annoyed.
Oh, yeah.
Worth it.
Oh god.
Was it though?
That's what he says in Twitch chat.
Yuri Lime ahead. A single paragraph. She climaxed. Yuri Lime over.
What?
That's it. That is quite literally it.
I'm gonna request that you not
insulting.
speak anymore.
It's a
That
single
is,
paragraph long.
as a porn author, that is insulting for calling that lamb. Kiss my ass.
They did it, and then they had the sex, and she did the end of sex thing.
Just stop talking, Sneaky.
I like my sanity too much to go on his show. Fuck you, Birdo.
Oh, Birdo.
At least fucking sit in my goddamn chat so I can get bonus people watching.
Do it, pussy.
Naruto, the succubus king.
Oh, that's not how that works.
Naruto, after the brutal beating by the villagers, of course, was found by mysterious woman who take him away. Years later, he returns to Konoha as Smonger.
That means to say smuggler?
Smonger. A smarter, stronger, and hungry for sex, containing bashing, sex, and other
What?
things.
What?
Whoa.
Is this like a-
adopted fic?
Is this a femboy Naruto story or some horseshit? Because that's what it sounds like you're leading up to.
Well, it's Naruto fucks a bunch of women, so
Okay, never mind.
Well, no, I mean, hang on.
Between
That doesn't
incubus and succubus.
strictly preclude what that particular type
the
of
final
degeneracy.
chapter is quite
That's true.
literally an author talking to himself with the poll results. Chapter 3 of all of his updated stories is just the poll results of what story he's going to keep writing. And when he has all of the characters from his stories talk about his stories in the author's note.
Oh god, one of those. God damn it. The MST3K format needs to die.
Why is that?
Because that's the format where they're doing that. That's where they got the fucking idea.
We're doing the MST3K format.
We're doing it on a
Quite poorly,
stream,
too, I might add.
not in a story.
That's fair. Yeah, I never really liked the whole talking heads thing for your own story. It was always kind of cringe to me. Of just being like, oh wow, I'm gonna have all my characters talking in the author's notes and telling jokes before the story starts. I'm so funny and clever. And it's like, motherfucker, you aren't a comedian. You're not funny. Just this author in general. I'm just gonna publish this author.
Oh god.
Sand meter depleting. Oh, just wait until tomorrow.
What have you got
Tomorrow,
planned for
potentially
tomorrow?
Oh, I
stand
got some
depleting.
fucking shit for tomorrow.
Oh.
Naruto, Gotham's Hellbat, adopted from another author. The night he stole the Forbidden Scroll, Naruto learns the truth of why he's really hated, so he goes to a different dimension.
The truth is the author didn't know how best to do this?
Where he takes up the mantle as the Dark Knight of Gotham. Rated M for violence, death, and sex, and a harem. Naruto times Poison Ivy, Catgirl, and Barbara.
But
What?
Batman doesn't know what sex is.
But this is
That's
Hellbat.
bullshit.
This isn't Batman, silly. This is Hellbat.
Cringe.
Extremely cringe. Please never stop. Never fucking post again. Actually, you know what? Keep posting. Eventually someone will kill you.
Struggles of a Halfling. Cartoons times Monster Girl Encyclopedia. And
Oh, boy.
you know what it starts
Oh.
off with? A child abused and disowned
Oh, even better.
by her mother for being different, feels like she doesn't belong, wishes she could be somewhere else. So that's what happens when she takes a book to an abandoned library. A whole new life starts as a halfling and as a person in the Monster Girl Encyclopedia.
Ugh.
Yeah. Rated M for Monster Girls, lesbian sex, mass crossover, language, violence, humor, dick girls, OC times Monster Girl harem.
Stop.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, is that
Don't
why?
beg, demand.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Is that why the female halfling was being bullied for being different? Is because she had a penis?
Oh, the author's
I'm-
making a statement on the T-girls.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to take that.
Uzumaki's Helping Hand, adopted by from another author, contains female gargoyle transformations, lemons, mind control, bashing, Naruto times Demona times harem, incest.
Someone's hitting that skip button.
I was gonna say. Next up, we have Were-Witches, a Owl House story, so child pedophilia. Lutz and Amity were working together on their third-year project for illusion class. None of this means anything to me. But something went wrong, which caused them to go through strange changes that neither of them noticed.
Oh no.
Excuse me?
Rated M for turning into a furry, breast
Oh
and muscle
my
growth,
fucking god.
lesbian child sex.
Ah,
If you don't like it, don't read it.
Don't read.
don't read.
Don't read. Read.
Fucking hurt my ears.
Oh god. Oh god, this is why commas are very important, folks. Wrath of Suda Ursi. The fools of Kona had done it. They turned Naruko into living force of nature as she destroyed her entire world and then went to the DC universe to be Poison Ivy. Rated M for character death, lesbian sex, dick girl Naruto and harems.
Stop it.
Who's the
Get some
author?
help.
Who's the what?
Who's the author?
Same guy.
Stop it. Get some help.
Why? Do you know this guy?
You know,
I might know someone who writes shit like that. That's why I was wondering for a minute.
Does Windstorm 16 sound familiar?
No, that's not the same person.
Naruto Demon Ways, another adopted story. Man, he just kind of adopts stories from literally everyone and then never goes anywhere with them. Same summary as the original, but there's many differences. Wow.
okay.
Rated M for language, violence, demon transformation, lemons, impregnation, demon Naruto times super harem.
Every time.
That must be the fella that masturbates all day.
Must be the fellow who masturbates all day long.
He's got one hand, and it's a fucking scissor.
Oh, Jesus.
I see no problems here.
Yeah, my man's just cosplaying Edward Scissorhands.
No, it's Edward Scissorhand in this case.
Oh. Don't steal my OC, guys.
See Donut Steal.
Oh god.
These bags now seem worth stealing.
I'm sensing a pattern here. Yeah, maybe you might be sensing a pattern here.
Is the pattern my desire for violence?
Possibly.
Icha Icha Bimbo Garden, sequel to Icha Icha Bimbo Blossom. 5 years after their rebirth as the Bimbo Blossom, as well as long sessions of sex with their husband, Pamela and Susie decide to share their gift of bimbofication with other women in their group to create a new family, a garden of bimbos. Rated M for lesbian sex, female domination, bimbo transformation, and Naruto with a large harem.
Of course.
There's a lot of stuff you just threw at us.
I've been flashbanged. I've been flashbanged by words.
You didn't think fast enough, Chuckle.
A strong desire to commit
you want to be
violence.
flashbanged by words, do you? Think fast, Chuckle Nuts! Rated M for mild language, female domination, impregnation, evolution growth, sex, Ash times female guard jump.
You know what? That's not as much of a flashbang as the other thing you just said.
I'm sorry.
I was going to
It's
say
not.
that's
Rated
not as bad.
M
That's somehow
for
not as
mild
bad.
language.
What do you
Yeah,
mean
somehow
that's
that's not as bad.
I think we found where Atin
Mild
stands. Either
fucking
stop or
language.
he's just no longer comprehending what's being said.
No, I heard what he said.
What do you mean that's not
I
as
hated
bad?
the last thing more. I hate this thing, right? This is like Markiplier. This is the Markiplier meme. I hate that. But I really hate the other thing.
In nature, every group has a leader and alpha. In dragon groups, the alpha is the king or queen. In every
Oh,
group, the
no.
alpha is the king or queen. This is about
boy.
Stella, the dragoness female anthro-salamance, who wishes to show her dominance and how she became the queen. Warning, contains lesbian sex and domination, female anthro-salamance times female anthro pokey-girl harem.
God is dead.
God's been dead.
God is laughing. He's not dead. He's sitting back laughing, eating popcorn, and drinking a beer.
Oh, holy shit. You know what? That's fair, and I appreciate Markiplier for making that a green screen. I want to commit artist on artist violence. the biggest demographic. Artist upon artist violence. Oh god. Icha Titanic steroids. Naruto, a struggling businessman, stumbles upon Dr. Young's recreation of the Titan Project and tries to warn her against it, only for things to go wrong, and he now has to live as a Titan. Rated M for muscle growth, female domination, impregnation, and a harem.
What part about stop speaking words can you not understand?
I think he doesn't grasp the concept.
Joke's on you, I can't read. Wait, what the fuck was this one? Oh, hey, Nose, it's a My Little Pony story. This should be right up your alley.
No, Nose is
Kill
not
yourself.
a pony fucker.
Kill yourself.
He's starting to clop.
Hmm? The fuck did
He's
you
here.
just fucking say to me?
He is here to clop.
The fuck did you just fucking say to me, you little shit?
He's beauty
Oh
stamped
boy,
and
he
ready to
pissed him
clop.
off.
Fuck you. Literally, go fuck yourself. Never say that word to me again. I need to deal with those fuckers at camp. I don't want to fucking hear shit about that. No.
Clopping camp.
This was at a fucking summer camp, and there was people that were very obviously into that shit. I was like, all right, I want nothing to do with this shit, and they would like keep talking.
No,
about
no,
it.
dude,
Oh,
no. Champlain has you beat there. I saw a dude naked with only a fedora on, about 200 pounds overweight, watching My Little Pony on a CRTV underneath a pool table at 6 a.m.
I mean, look, I wish I could say that was strange, but boy, that's just Champlain.
That was just Champlain.
I tried to avoid that at Champlain. I don't want to fucking hear anyone ever say that fucking C word ever again.
The C word.
Champlain is such a magical place every time you guys share stories about it.
God, that place
It's
was something else.
The brain of fucking wrath of God on your ass if you ever see that fucking shit again. Holy shit.
God, my
That
son.
made me mad. That made me actually mad.
Well, we know what Sugar's knows now.
He's a steer, he's queer, and he's ready to clop.
I'll kill you.
Oh my god. Hey man, you know, at least we aren't like saying shit like you put a beauty mark on yourself because fucking holy
I beg
shit.
your pardon?
Oh yeah, did you
People
not see them?
do that?
Did you not see them at Champlain?
No!
Yeah, dude, they got, it wasn't like a permanent tattoo, but it was like one of those like stamp tattoos that like stayed on there for like a couple days and they just kept reapplying it.
I deliberately avoided that for a very good reason.
I didn't have a choice.
What fucking door were you in?
I was in, was it 382 or whatever? I was on the main road.
Oh, fuck, dude. I don't fucking know. I never had to deal with that shit. I live in the fucking frat house.
Yeah, I know, South House.
Yeah, South House.
yeah, that was its own kind of hell.
How do you know it's 2 o'clock at Champlain? Well, are the police arresting people at South House yet?
Oh, that's how you guys told time there. Interesting.
Yeah, it was like, oh, it's 2 o'clock. How do you know? You think it was a big
Yeah, no,
party?
that was
Well,
pretty
let's see.
I was
Yep,
so
it was a big
glad
party.
I'm so glad I ended up in Jensen because that was just.
I
Listen,
wanted to move to Jensen for the longest time.
The only thing I had to deal with in Jensen was a frightening amount of coitus.
Yeah.
No, like I know what some people over here in the chat are thinking. No, I mean at any time of day or night, someone was getting it on.
So you had to wear waders to get anywhere.
No, they were all quite polite and kept it in their rooms, except for the one.
We don't talk about her.
No, except for the 2 girls who were in the shower, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, it was. Listen, it was a thing.
Yep.
Listen, I was propositioned. Now I knew better because I knew where those people had been, and I wanted no part of that. But
They'd been everywhere.
Triple bag it.
no, not worth the risk, bro.
I also still do fondly remember the day when so basically our house, my house that I was in, was a renovated home that they had just picked up from the other college, and it used to be a frat house, and so they were like they had to gut the whole thing and everything because it was fucked up. It was destroyed. They had to redo the whole thing, but they never finished the basement in time. So they just locked off the basement with like 2 deadbolts, door lock, and they called it a day. And we were all really curious one day about, you know, what was actually in the basement. Because we had heard a whole bunch of shit like, oh, the house got closed down because there was a murder in the basement. The house got closed down because they had a sex dungeon built there. You know, a whole bunch of shit, right? So we were like, all right, we really want to see what's in the basement. And so we walk up to the door, and we're looking at the door, and we're like, ah, shit, we can't pick those 2 locks. And we're like, yeah, can't pick that. So my friend from New Jersey turns to me and goes, can I have your screwdriver? And I just go into my pocket, and I pull out a screwdriver and give it to him. And everyone looks at me like, why the fuck do you carry around a screwdriver? I was like, what do you mean, why?
Do you
to
not?
do this.
Yeah, it's like, do you not have one then, I?
Do you not just carry screwdrivers on you? And they were like, what the fuck are you gonna do with the screwdriver? You can't pick a lock with a screwdriver. And we were just looked at them, the two of us from New Jersey, just looked at them and goes, why would we pick a lock? We're just gonna unscrew them all.
Why wouldn't you just unscrew the bolt?
So we just took all the locks off. And then took the hinges off because one of the locks was built into the door. So we're just like, fuck it. So we unscrew all the locks and we take the hinges off and we just move the door out.
There you go.
And they're just looking at us like, where the fuck did you learn to do this? And we're like, we came from New Jersey. Isn't this like common? And that's how I learned in college that a lot of the things I learned to do in New Jersey to problem solve, in fact, are not normal.
Yes.
They
Like,
are in fact frowned upon in many instances.
yes.
Indeed, many of the things that you learn in New Jersey are illegal.
We went into Sears one day with me and a bunch of friends, including the guy from New Jersey, and we're sitting there and I'm looking at crowbars. And my friend from New Jersey comes walking up to me and he goes, I think that one would be best. I'm like, yeah, it's got a nice heft to it. It's going to be probably good for balance for swinging. He's like, yeah, and plus it's got a nice leverage to it as well. I was like, yeah, I think I will get that one. And the store employee, who's right fucking there because the crowbars are near the cash register, we turn around and she's just looking at us like, what the fuck? I'm like, what?
Don't think I can sell to these two young men.
I was just like, what's the problem? And so I put the crowbar on the counter.
What is the
she's
problem,
looking at me.
officer?
And I'm like, I need a crowbar.
It's a crowbar, dude.
I still
It's
have
just
that
a
crowbar. Yeah, bro, it's just a crowbar.
Crowbar.
Everyone needs a crowbar, man. What in the fuck?
Doesn't.
What the hell is this image?
Well, asking was your first mistake.
Yeah, you really shouldn't ask those questions.
Isn't that actually from the anime?
I.e.
It possibly could be.
Yeah, that's from the anime. I regret actually knowing that.
That doesn't make it better.
Exactly.
Sakura Uzumaki was born on March 28th to Kizashi and Mubuki of Ushikazukurika immigrant camp. After settling in Konoha, the couple changed their names to Haruno to hide their identity. This is the story of a young Pinkette finding out about her heritage and making friends along the way. Probably a Naruto times Sakura story.
They tend to be.
Never Again by Sasunaru fan. Oh, we've seen this one before. This is the man pregnancy / story.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That one.
First words.
Crafting a legacy. The Uchiha were ruled by fear and hatred, at least until Madara takes the first steps to moving beyond a legacy of needless death. Uchiha Naruto times Karen.
Times a Karen.
Corinne.
But she acts like a Karen.
I was gonna say.
You're not wrong.
Safety in his arms. Oh, here we go. Hey! It's your favorite kind of story sign?
What?
Naruto loathes his Omega side.
His what?
Oh my gosh, bullshit. No, don't you dare, Snooky.
Delete it. Wipe it off.
He
Face the art.
loathes it! for the life it has forced him into as a
Delete yourself.
submissive, breedable slave to Sasuke the Alpha.
Okay, no. This is me racking the slide and put one in the chamber.
Medievalish AU, no chakra setting. More warnings inside. I want to see these warnings.
Sure about that.
Yes. AU, medieval, Omega Naruto, explicit childhood abuse, child rape, prostitution of children, low self-esteem, self-loathing, angst, becoming gay, fairy tale elements, no male pregnancy, surprisingly. The sign is just slowly, like, clutching the gun.
Yep.
Slowly.
It ain't slow.
Ah yes, Kakashi with only 2 teeth.
Bucktooth Kakashi.
His name is Sasuke. What did the author mean by this? Sakura's Kazekage crush. After years of having a crush on Gaara, Sakura walks up to him and admits her feelings. Rated T for attempted rape. Wait.
Not escalated.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Hold up.
This is
Him.
escalated.
That's him, officer. He's the one.
That's him, officer.
Dead End Street. It's been 7 years since the Akutsuki took over the dark underbelly of Konoha's criminal underworld. Is now a silent war still raging, as the heirs of the city's fallen leaders are picked off one by one in a bloody rebellion. Sasuke Uchiha returns with a vengeance in his heart against the ones who betrayed his family. Sasuke times Sakura, mobster modern AU no chakra.
Why do you make these?
What is the 2 next to my name? Underplayed, my dude. You have subscribed for 2 months. That is your 2-month badge.
My brother in Christ, you are in hell.
Oh, God. What if Minato sealed yin half of Kurama into Naruto instead of yang half? Naruto becomes God. There will be changes in his personality.
Motherfucker.
No, that comes later.
God damn it, Sneaky.
Let's see. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, God.
Nope.
Gotta go fast.
Well, at least it's not Sonichu.
Why would you say that?
The butterfly effect. When
Because I had to
Eggman
share.
uses Time Eater, he creates timeline in which Sonic never existed and his friends never met. Sonic enters a world that is conquered by the Mad Doctor. Isn't like Eggman's actual end plan actually like a utopic thing?
Well, it's a
Maybe.
utopia for humans involved on enslaving animals and putting them in robots, which normally I would say is fine and great,
Based.
but most of these animals are sapient and sentient, so it's a little less cool.
Based.
No,
Sonic.
I'm really not a fan of a utopia built off slavery. Do you know why, Sneaky? Because those are the ones that generally have violent revolutions.
The
They're also
most
the ones that work
based
the
kind
longest.
of utopias. Come on, what could be better than a utopia with a violent revolution?
I can think of a few things.
Are you really gonna leave it that open-ended for me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck you don't get anything.
Whatever, man. Sonic enters a world that is conquered by the Mad Doctor and finds his friends split across different allegiances and goals. Now he must find a way to bring his old friends back down together, take down Empire, and restore timeline to it once was. Very cool Sonic section. The slavery of furries? Yes, indeed. Why is My Little Pony the largest crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Because those communities share some overlap, what with the furries and the clopping.
You know what? That's fair enough.
I will once again request that you do not speak.
I request that you never speak again.
I had to
Pokemon
this
Special
knowledge.
Dimensional Adventures. After Prime put Caleb in charge of the team, he went to another universe where he meet Pokemon trainers. Requested by Sonic245. Don't spoil the story in the reviews.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, author.
Sonic returns to the land before time. Sonic and the Dino Kids are back together. With their old friend Chomper and the newcomer Ruby, Sonic and the gang go on more adventures. Is it Sonic like fucking 22?
What the fuck?
Why is he running around with a bunch of literal pubescent children?
If this is the comics continuity, he's still a kid? I don't know.
Land Before Time?
The gang will have to face their enemies, Red Claw and Dr. Eggman. Yes.
I would prefer if people stopped, like,
Really
disparaging the
nice.
Land Before Time. It's already sad enough every time I think about what happened to Ducky's voice actor.
Oh god, yes.
What
Damn
happened?
it, why'd you bring that up?
What happened?
Because someone brought up the Land Before Time.
What happened to Ducky's voice actor?
Drugs, I think, and rape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and specifically done by her father.
Yeah.
That's rough. How to Train Your
Isn't that
Dragon 2!
Hold on a minute. That picture of Sasuke, that's fucking Nightwing, isn't it?
What?
What?
No.
That's gotta be a fucking... That has to be like Teen Titans art style. I feel like that is.
No!
That's gotta be edited.
It's not.
What in the fuck? Sauce fans built different. Giga Chad Sasuke.
I beg your pardon.
I
There's
have
no way
made...
that's not an edited
I have
picture.
made nearly 300 clips for this podcast.
Good for you.
Wow, Pedro. How to Train Your Dragon 2 Sonic style. What, does he fucking spin on the dragon?
Stop, Sneaky, just stop.
There's no breaks.
There's no breaks in the Sonic section. Gotta go fast.
Damn it.
In fact, you know what? We're gonna click on it.
No, no, no.
Side, this is all because of you. If you
Is
The
it
sun
do
was
that-
shining down on Onyx Village. Over the water, a drill wisp zipped across. This is Onyx, the best kept secret. Oh my god. They are just rewriting How to Train Your Dragon 2 in the exact same style and words. They're just replacing everything with Sonic characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is about the level
a
of
mile away.
about the level of creativity I'd expect here.
And silver is ... end quote, period, space. Oh, yep, this is not a mistake. They are putting the periods after the dialogue.
No.
You know what? They're probably young. They're probably really young. I'm just going to ignore the part where their name is Jacob Marley 1991.
You leave the ghost of Jacob Marley alone.
They're probably very young.
They probably don't even know who Jacob Marley is.
That's depressing.
Everyone here should go watch The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Fuck you.
I prefer Muppet
Naruto.
Trip Island, honestly.
Naruto, the Orange Ninja, Orange Blur of Konoha. Naruto was always put down, shunned away in his own village. His dream was to become Hokage so people would acknowledge him. But what if that dream changed? What if Naruto stumbled upon an ancient power so vast it allowed him to chase his dream and not always fall back on Biju Chakra and change Ninja World? This is going to be a strictly Naruto universe story with Sonic references and Sonic finding the Speed Force.
Okay.
No.
I guess technically it fits. I don't know. I haven't read a Flash story in fucking years.
Flash! Whoa! Savior of the universe!
You mean Flash
That's
Gordon?
Flash Gordon.
Flash
Yeah.
Gordon, dude.
You have the wrong Flash.
You are patently incorrect.
I mean, Flash is also technically the savior of the universe as well.
No, the lyric is literally them saying his name very, very poorly.
Yeah.
Yes.
What, have you never seen Flash Gordon, you fucking poser?
I have watched Flash Gordon. I just honestly forgot the lyrics.
He's too young for Flash Gordon.
Yeah,
Fuck you, I
he
watched
actually is.
Okay, hang on a second. Every single person in this chat is too young for Flash Gordon.
That is patently false. I grew up watching it because my home was a little bit behind everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I understand that Sign is like 40. That's still too young for Flash Gordon.
It's not too young when it was the only thing they were airing on LPB at the time, and that was one of the 5 channels we got.
What the fuck is this shit you're posting, Tension?
Tension.
That is Chad Sasuke.
Also, yeah, I'm not surprised the Zoomer has no idea who Flash Gordon is.
Well, you don't want to talk about people building planets and ending that miserable meddling fool?
Anyway, so, as I was saying, Rye 3 Dart is a gem.
Here, go educate yourself on Flash Gordon, on the unique individual known as Flash Gordon.
So, next campaign I'm doing with Faceless is going to be a Gestalt campaign. And
Wait,
one of the requirements for the Gestalt is going to be Warlock. I'm
Yep.
thinking of Monk as its other pairing.
that's what I thought you were going to say Gestalts were. Oh, God.
And I'm thinking that I'm going to make him wear a white cloth tied around his waist by a purple
Excuse you?
by a purple rope, and I'm gonna give him some red eyes and some black straight hair.
God damn it, Sneaky. I mean, if I were going to do it, then that would be probably Warlock and a fucking Paladin.
Well, yeah, yes, hyper fucking smite crit fish. Yes, I know. I'm still thinking. Would be good at pairing with a Warlock.
Or you could just dig out some non-standard classes.
Wait, could I fucking Eldritch Smite on every flurry of blow?
Yeah, you should be. Is it a touch attack?
Eldritch Smite is
Touch
on
attacks
attack.
do not exist.
What do you mean touch attacks don't exist?
They're
No,
not in 5e.
In 5e, they don't exist anymore.
Oh god, that's
No,
cancer.
No, Eldritch Smite is when your blow hits. You can smite.
Then that should stack with flurry.
Excellent. So I'm gonna punch someone and then fucking Eldritch Smite them out of existence.
It would be like a rogue who is also a monk using flurry with backstab. Get fucked, basically.
I'm gonna shank you 94 times.
Yes.
Hey, listen. Here's
All
a
the
great
bonus
question for the
attacks.
rogues in the chat.
Yep.
At what point of sharpening does a bat just become a really long shiv?
It's a really shitty sword.
Yeah, the part where it becomes a sword.
What? Tension, what the hell is this?
I think
that's not
I think this is
just-
tension.
Well, no, I take it back. That's
this,
too muscly.
This is tension
Yeah.
revealing his fetish.
It's...
What the fuck is this?
That's a little too muscly, man.
I can't actually specifically say it belongs to the degenerate
Wait, is that
corner,
Sakura
but-
and Ino?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ino's not bad. The Sakura is just awful, though. Way too big.
The hair is the worst.
The hair is
Yeah, the
definitely
hair is-
the worst.
Sakura's hair is completely fucked.
Also, bulging muscles like the Sakura is showing right there is a sign of using steroids.
No, not always. I have seen some gym girls who don't use steroids who get like that, but only if they hit it really, really hard. Like, hit it hard and completely change their diet.
Fair. From the Ashes. This is a Dragon Age story. Azoth Suthner grew up in Denerim alienage, and he never imagined leaving it, nor the people there. However, fate would force his hand with quest of vengeance, and then one to save world. A world he's not certain is worth saving. Are you really fucking doing a Dragon Age Origins playthrough story in the year of our Lord 2022?
Sneaky, the answer to that is obviously yes.
Dragon Age Origins came out, I believe, in 2014? 2009?
You have committed sand damage against yourself.
You have aged yourself.
I was hit with recoil.
You can feel the... Sneaky, you've been afflicted with the curse of years. This will inflict continuous damage.
2009. Holy shit.
They're probably doing it because they heard they're releasing a new Dragon Age soon.
It's been 13 years. Shit, yeah, now that I think about it, yeah. I absolutely no-life Dragon Age Origins on the Xbox. And that was 9th grade, so yeah. Yep.
Fucking casual console player for that shit.
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a computer until, 2010.
Fair.
That was actually around the time that I met Max.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Max, we've been friends for 12 years.
Give or take, yep.
This is an unfortunate curse for Max.
Okay, don't know what the hell's going on there. Some dude's trying to be super deep. Iron Bull, that's, Dragon Age 3, right?
Yes, that's Dothraki, whatever.
Yeah. That's the Minotaur man.
Yeah, them things.
Which, I mean, I always like those guys, honestly.
They're basically magical Muslims. I don't like them.
Yeah, but it was really fun to inflict them on other people.
Well, that's fair.
Makers Unmade. A battle mage comes to Skyhold from foreign land where gods and monsters play, hiding her powers and her secrets from the ever-watchful eyes, trying to make sure the Inquisition mages will never bow down again. Cullen times OC. That's cringe.
Which one's Cullen again?
The Templar. Wow.
Templar.
I can't believe I remember that.
I'm not surprised in the slightest, honestly.
Wait, which Dragon Age is that?
I believe 3.
No. I don't remember there being a Templar on that one.
Yeah, Cullen.
No, there was a Templar.
Yeah, Cullen. Ferelden Templar.
Cassandra. It's Cassandra is the Templar.
No, dude,
There's
he's...
a Templar.
Cullen Rutherford is a Ferelden Templar. He's in all
God
3
damn it.
games. Knight Captain of Kirkwall, Knight Commander of Kirkwall, Commander of the Inquisition.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you're wrong.
No, I just it took a while to remember him.
Apparently
I'll admit,
he bleached his
Cullen
hair.
is an unmemorable character, but
Yeah, he's really not memorable at all.
He bleached his hair.
Yes.
Also, just wow. Just Dragon Age 1 graphics, Dragon Age 3 graphics. They actually really shaped up well.
Yeah, but the story is not bad, the gameplay is shit.
The gameplay is so... I spent like 80 hours in the first zone, and I was just like... Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, it's a complete fucking grind fest. It's awful.
not through the entire game. I didn't hate the game that much. The only thing that I despised was the fade. That is the worst segment of gaming I have ever seen.
The fade is always bad.
Listen.
Yeah.
I like
the idea of the fade.
No, okay, the fade as an idea is super interesting. Their execution of it in Dragon Age Origins was awful.
Yeah.
It's like just flesh walls everywhere.
Well, not even that. The gameplay was so dull and uninteractive.
No, the worst part about the fade in Dragon Age Origins is if you don't do the entire dungeon, you miss out on like 12 skill points and like 8 attribute points.
One of the very first like mods that I ever got was modding that shit out of existence.
I am not surprised at all that someone made a mod to do that.
No, even better, someone made a mod that modded that out of existence and just gave you everything from it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, because it was, bar none, the biggest source of skill and attribute points in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Except it was just so fucking grueling.
Oh, it's still worse.
Cannon takes a brick to the face by the name of Carver Hawk. This is a modern character in Theodos trope done differently. Make her have mercy on us all. AKA, when I can't find a fic where the transmigrated modern figure in Thetis actually massively changes canon, so damn it, I'll write it myself. You know what, author? I can't even fault you for that, because that's exactly what the Tanya story is.
Which we need to get back to.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Not really reborn, self-insert Carver, misunderstandings. I love all of the DA characters, even nameless side characters. No romance, but you do find a family in the end. Carver is... Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Carver is an unreliable narrator. He only shares with you what he notices and what he deems important. We won't be getting everything that's happening around him. He's not omniscient or what he's thinking all the time. Prepare to read in between the lines. The changes will be slow at first, so bear with me. I mean, fair enough. I mean, 50 chapters, 230k words, updating over the course of 2 years. That's pretty fucking good.
So yeah, Carver is literally the worst of the Hulk siblings. Like, no contest at all. The worst choice to make.
Which one was Carver?
Carver was the boy. The younger boy sibling of 3, with Bethany being the girl, and their
Right, yeah, Bethany.
Bethany is a mage. Carver is a Templar.
Right.
So if you take the mage route, Bethany dies. If you take anything else, Carver dies, I think. Or maybe it's based on male or female choices when you do your character creation.
I
had mods that let it keep Bethany because Carver was just fucking irritating.
If Hawk is a warrior or a rogue, Carver is killed. If Hawk is a mage, Bethany dies.
Yeah, it's that.
Bethany dies.
But Bethany was awesome.
Bethany was awesome. Honestly, there was almost no point in playing the game as anything besides a warrior in Dragon Age 2, because all you did in Dragon Age 2 was mash button.
Which one was 2?
It was a huge disappointment because I remember playing Dragon Age 1, playing a rogue was so much fun. And you had to actually move carefully and think tactically. And then you got to annihilate people with a backstab.
So Dragon Age 2 was part of the actionification that EA underwent with the Dragon Age games.
Yeah, I remember it now. Actually, Rogue in that one was amazingly fun. If you wanted simple, just simple fucking fun.
Well, Warrior was also just like that, where you just mashed button and did big damage because big sword.
I didn't actually like Warrior. I played all 3, and it was too slow for me. I liked Rogue. It was way more mobile.
Yeah, that's
to be
true.
fair, what you would do would be get some party members that were fighters and tanks, and then you could just play Rogue and actually just play the game.
There you go. One mage, then fighters, and your Rogue.
Like, it was so unfortunate, because Mass Effect 2...
Inquisition happened, and Inquisition was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
If you were
how do we get all of the games races to stop being racist towards each other? I know, let's put in Satan.
Yeah.
Or let's try to clumsily make the end times and then somehow have worse writing.
Yeah. Honestly, it was really unfortunate. Because I do like Mass Effect 2 and Dragon Age 2 as games. I don't like them as a Mass Effect or Dragon Age game. But I like them.
Mass Effect 2 was great.
But it wasn't Mass Effect. Just like how Dragon Age 2 wasn't Dragon Age. Both Mass Effect and Dragon Age were the KOTOR style RPG choose your own story adventure stories. And
Yeah.
Dragon Age 2 and Mass Effect 2 changed that from a choose your own adventure story to a on the rails shooter, effectively, where you got to pick one of 3 weapons, and everything you did was big and explosive and shiny, but like, you know,
It got rid of what made the game itself.
it wasn't a Mass Effect or a
Okay,
Dragon Age game
yes.
anymore.
Yes, it did fuck the story aspect of it, but as far as gameplay went, Mass Effect 2 and 3
like I said, I don't
massively
disagree.
improved.
Yeah, like Mass Effect 2's gameplay, like the fucking superpowers in Mass Effect 1 were garbage. There was no point in playing as an engineer or an adept unless you were playing through as an engineer, so you could then play through as a soldier and then pick up the engineering skill so you could have max shields and max HP and actually have 4 times more HP than the Mako.
And laugh.
Yes.
Whereas with 2, if you weren't playing with the class that had time slow on it, then you were just wasting your fucking time. Infinite headshots.
False. Vanguard was fun.
Listen, Vanguard was fun. I played Infiltrator. Infiltrator was great.
I played Soldier, Engineer, and Vanguard in 2. I really liked Engineer, but Vanguard was fun. Soldier was pretty boring. However, having said all that, Mass Effect 3 Infiltrator, by far the most fun I ever had as a class.
Listen, nothing matched the amount of joy that I had in Mass Effect 2 with the anti-material rifle and the max level cloak and assuming direct boom.
Yes, that was again.
Problem
that was what Mass Effect
removed.
3 was like as well, with the increased weapon system.
Yeah.
And
that's
the
what I'm saying,
cloak multiplying the sniper damage. Oh my god, it was just so good. It was so much fun. I had so much fun as Infiltrator in 3.
Like it was great because listen, it felt like every class it had some way in which they were cool. Listen, if you were a biotic and you just threw warp into the middle of the room and cackled like a madman as your
The singularity, but yes,
made your singularity people, that's great.
Yeah.
If you were a Vanguard and you fucking warped in or charged into someone's face, knocked them into the air, and then put a shotgun in their mouth, also amazing.
Yeah.
If you were an infiltrator, you pressed the cloak button,
I think
laughed as no one
3
could see you, and deleted with a headshot.
I think 3 had the best classes and the best handling on the classes simply because they added a multiplayer aspect to the game, and they actually had to balance them all, and they actually had to make them all fun.
The problem with that was the story on 3.
Oh, the story on 3 was fucking horrible, but god, was the gameplay so fucking smooth, and the multiplayer was genuinely fun. I spent maybe 40 hours on the multiplayer alone. I had a lot of fun with the multiplayer.
I had shit internet when it came out, so I never actually played the multiplayer.
That's fair. The multiplayer was very fun. Yes, there was pay-to-win mechanics in it, but, however, they rewarded you very often by doing random maps. They rewarded you very often... Okay, well, let me caveat this. The multiplayer at the start was fucking terrible. A lot of people bitched about it. And they were like, oh shit, sorry. And they massively improved it. And near the end of the life cycle of Mass Effect 3, the multiplayer was actually amazing. The pay-to-win mechanics were sidelined by the fact that you could just play to win. You could unlock your favorite gun pretty quickly. You can unlock a bunch of classes using not paid money. You actually got to build a quite fun class all of your own by just picking the right race and class. And it was good. I really liked it. I really liked all of the weapons. I liked all the abilities. I liked the enemies. I think they handled everything on the multiplayer shockingly well for a game that was previously just single player. Then Mass Effect Andromeda happened, and we don't talk about that. So anyway,
We don't talk about that.
let's take a look at the grammar of this story here. Decent grammar here. He's got the commas, he's got the periods inside where they're supposed to be. The spacing looks well. The dialogue looks to be properly spaced out. Narrative looks to be properly paced. I mean, not too much happening in the first chapter here, but that shouldn't be a surprise to a possibly actually decent story because it's like actually written by someone who knows what the fuck pacing is. Alright, so it's not a replacement story, it's a full-on I was born as Carver story.
That's interesting.
Eight years, 8 more birthdays. Spoiler alert, I just learned that Leandra says Carver is 18 and not 20 by the time of DA2. Events in chapters 13 through 27 are occurring about a year ahead of canon, but some lines don't land when the subject is 17 years old. Why not? What's the difference between 17 and 20 in medieval times? None.
How likely you are to die?
Not really.
How many kids she's had?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like at the age of 16, you're expected to be married and working on your own farm effectively.
16, Sneaky?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you said fucking Leandros, and I was really confused.
I've updated to him to be 18 years old. Let's all pretend he's 18 now. Sure, I guess, whatever, fine.
This is someone who wants to pretend that history didn't happen.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, guys, I can't believe I made him have a lap dance when he was 17 years old. I'm so sorry for this child pedophilia.
Are you? Are you really?
Okay, look, you can't have it both ways, Sneaky. You can only go in one direction. You can't go, oh well, they're all pedophiles, and then turn around and go, well, he says it's 17, so he's not. He's being an asshole for making this point about it being pedophilic. It's like, what the fuck? Pick a lane, Sneaky.
No, I will hit all of the lanes.
Don't drive down the middle. Pick a lane.
Nope. I refuse.
This
It's
is a
at this point-
multi-lane.
I will
We're
do-
taking up all the lanes.
I will do a Jersey J turn, and I will sideswipe all 5 lanes simultaneously.
I got to
Jesus.
experience that on the way up. Your people are terrifying.
Oh, I have to take a right. Currently sitting in the left lane of 5-lane highway. Whoa! Did you go through the turnpike, or did you just pass by on the toll road?
It was toll road owned to the coast, and then along the coast.
Oh, you went up the coastline. Why the hell would you do that?
Because that's where it took me.
You should have just gone on the turnpike, man. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, were you trying to avoid tolls when you're traveling through the Northeast?
Well, there is no avoiding the tolls.
Bruh, I'm sorry, I
It is
hate
a
to break
hell.
this to you. It's like, you would have shaved at least 4 to 10 hours off of your trip if you just took the toll. Depending
To be
on
fair, at that point, we were pretty much done and with just driving and didn't care.
which is why you should have taken
the
the tolls. Yeah, but you're probably going for what? Let's see, Texas to Connecticut. It's
Yes.
like 26
That was
hours.
4 days. 4 days of travel.
Yeah, around 26 hours. Then yeah.
And there were no breaks at all.
Built different.
Yes.
He used a bottle.
Alright, so we'll link this here. Let's see what's going on with the crossover section. Or we can end it here. It's up to you guys.
I'm good.
I don't. I feel like we're already going to be slowly killing ourselves tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that a kill ourselves today as well, or is that
What
a?
do you mean slowly? It's gonna be.
I mean,
quick
knowing you, you're
tomorrow.
going to want to make me kill myself today anyway.
Yes, this
The
is true.
conversations about that fucking show have already made me want to kill myself.
Yeah. So is that a continue sneaky? I want to commit murder, or is that a stop sneaky? I'm committing murder tomorrow.
The murder will be committed tomorrow.
That's the next person who mentions shit to me about that fucking thing is gonna get murdered.
Really?
Mentions what?
Unfortunately, Sign is a little bit outside of your murder radius, Boston boy.
Unfortunately, he is going to the book.
He's being entered.
Hey,
into
speaking
the
of
book.
things that are going in the book,
Yeah.
the fact that we're 20 minutes over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Sneaky was saying something.
I know.
I think you were saying we should stop.
All right. I'll just queue up all the fun stuff for tomorrow, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, no.
God. Don't thank him for that.
Listen, that's the one time of listen. There's exactly one time of year that I drink, and it's for this show.
Should I get
The
the
New Year's
Dragon
show.
Age games?
I can't recommend them anymore.
Yeah.
Dragon Age 1 is fun. Origins is fun. It did not age well.
No, it aged
No.
very poorly.
Honestly, go play Knights of the Old Republic. If you haven't played that. That
I haven't
aged a
played
lot
it, and
better.
it has not aged well. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Really, Knights of the Old Republic? I thought it
No,
aged fine.
no,
Like,
it-
not great, but fine.
Unfortunately, all of those games of that type aged not very well. I tried to go back and play KOTOR recently, and I loved KOTOR. But I was just like, I got about maybe halfway in, and I was like, I'm good.
Nah, you're good.
I think the problem with all of those games of that type was that they were extremely long, and that's fun on the first playthrough. And it's only fun on the first playthrough until you learn how much you missed because you didn't have certain stats at a certain level by the time you reached a certain area.
Yeah, and then it's like, well,
And
what?
then in your second playthrough, you min-max and you pick the best class with the best starter race and the best starter, thing for the best stats to get the most XP so you can get the right, numbers and do the quests in the right order so you can get the best ending. And then you feel good, and you're like, oh, shit, yeah, I got the best ending, and I was super strong, and I had so much fun. And then what do you do for Game 3?
You either do a meme thing, or you don't.
Yeah, you either give up and acknowledge that doing the min-maxing 100%ing of the game was tiring and you just want to fuck around and you just go fuck around as whatever your character story is now, or like I did, or you acknowledge that you don't want to play the game anymore because realizing all the things you're gonna miss because your stats weren't at the right level and you didn't do the quests in the right order, air quotes. You have to learn to accept that you're gonna miss a whole bunch of shit then.
But here's the thing, I'm okay with missing content in games.
You are.
No, because
Hell
here's the
no.
problem. Okay,
Coder
you can do
was
everything in the
really
game.
bad about that. Where if you didn't build your character in a very specific way and then went to the planets in a very specific pattern, and then didn't, like, if you didn't take certain people with you on certain planets for a certain duration of time.
Now that part annoyed me, but here's the thing: I'm okay with devs making games where they go, not everyone is going to see everything, because
No, I know.
that makes
I know you're okay with it. I was just explaining that they didn't age well with the more modern audience now, because the idea of me having to replay a game multiple times because of the way I wanted to play the game wasn't conductive to actually seeing everything the game has. That's especially now that I have a job. I'm sorry, but I'm just not interested in games like that anymore. I'm not interested in a game that I have to devote an extra amount of time outside of the game to plot how to play the game so I can experience all of the content of the game.
There's a reason completion stats have gone way down and games are getting much simpler here recently.
Yeah, like they used to boast about how, like, fucking Inquisition boasts about having 300 some fucking hours of content, and it's just
all
like,
grinding.
yeah, it's all grinding.
Hang on a second. There's a confluence. First of all,
but no, the
a
point
lot of
is,
the content is no longer worth doing. But like, listen,
no,
you can
that's
look
not
at
the point. That's not the point.
You can look at new games that are not hard, and you still see people that won't even make it halfway through.
Well, yes, no shit, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is their marketing. Their marketing back in the day was, look how long our game is. And people would buy games because they were long. And I remember back in the day, a lot of indie games didn't do good because they were only like 4 hours long. And people were
Well,
like,
the idea
oh,
was like, oh, you're not getting the most bang for your buck for your content.
yeah, exactly.
I refused to buy games that were less than 80 hours at one point.
Yeah, it's like back in the day, people wanted really long games because they had a lot more time on their hands. They didn't have as much money. And, you know, it was like there was a larger drought between each quote-unquote good game. So you were like, well, I'm going to be playing this game for the next year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to have some serious replayability.
Yeah, and nowadays there's less replayability, but there's a higher content value focus in indie games, which is great. And the bigger games are all fucking garbage now, so people are starting to swing back towards fun.
That's like Saints Row. I've played that fucking game 4 times, and I could go back and play it. All 3 of them. Another
honestly,
run through.
2 and 3. I could replay 2 and 3.
2, 3, and 4.
I have really mixed feelings about 4. Because
superpowers.
Yeah, I know. It's like on one hand superpowers, on the other hand the plot was just really weak in 4.
It wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible, but it was really weak.
It was a little weaker than the rest. 2's plot was probably the best.
2's plot was the best simply because it realized its purpose. It was supposed to be a GTA parody.
Yes, and 3 is where they got all the gameplay shit buffed out. They had their plot on point. Everything just came together.
Yeah.
It worked. It was great.
Yeah.
It just worked.
And then 4, well, I also don't like 4 because of Gat Out of Hell.
Gat Out of Hell was perfectly fine from what I remember.
Here's the thing. Gat Out of Hell was fine. Here's the thing. If Gat Out of Hell was its own product, it was fine.
Well, not even that. If Gat Out of Hell was just fine already, like, as a DLC, I enjoyed it. But, like, the problem is it's got no replayability. There's no reason for me to ever go back.
It's just annoying.
Right, yeah, it is a little annoying.
Yes, it is annoying. But no, my point is more is I replayed Saints Row 2 for so many hours. I replayed Saints Row 3 for so many hours. I played Saints Row 4 once. I played Gat Out of Hell once. It's just, like, once I beat them, I was kind of just like, okay.
I just wish we'd have actually got the real reboot we were promised and not this new, soft, namby-pamby, politically correct fucking bullshit.
What, you don't want your trans, soy-drinking, queer, black, disabled OC?
Please continue finding more buzzwords.
I mean,
Okay, look, what I would
No, here's the
is
thing
to
that's
have
annoying about
reboot-
that in Saints Row. Saints Row Saints Row 3 was full of representation. Saints Row 4 is full of representation. Gat Out of Hell is full of representation. It just
wasn't
also
enough.
takes the piss out of everything in existence.
yeah, that was
exactly,
the thing, though.
and I can't stand that.
Yeah, that was the thing, though, is it had the representation, but it was like, all right, well, we're just gonna pull a South Park and just make fun of everyone, and that was good because
Just made it great.
it made fun of everyone.
Literally, you could walk into that game, you could walk into the plastic surgery store at any point in that game and create any genre of person you wanted.
Yes. And they took it all away.
What
Like,
I
I
want is
remember people making a big deal about video games being like, oh, you can pick whatever voice you want, and that doesn't determine the character. I'm like, you can pick whatever voice you want in Saints Row. If you want to have a 7-foot tall luchador with I forget I don't remember who any of the voice actors were for any of it,
Yeah, I
either
don't
the
remember.
male or the female
Maybe
ones. But if you
Jennifer
wanted the
Hale, maybe?
7-foot tall luchador with a dick the size of an arm, guess what?
Well, you couldn't do
put
the
a
dick
female
part.
voice on that.
That's more cyberpunk mods, but yeah.
No. There was a package slider.
Yes, there was
Like-
a package slider, yeah.
and a boob slider.
Yes. But yeah, no, it's just like, you know, the game has gone downhill. Games have gone downhill.
I want a reboot to the reboot where the original cast comes back and kills the reboot cast.
That would actually be so Saints Row. That would be genuine Saints Row.
Just walk in, all of them wearing the Johnny Gat costume, guns out, just blow the shit out of the place.
That's just what Saints Row 3's beginning is.
Exactly.
Literally, just like the old cast comes in. Who the fuck are these posers? Blam, blam, blam. Let's show them how the real Saints are like. And then, yeah.
Because they're all millennial fucking whiners drinking their expensive coffee and complaining about how expensive their wine is.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad because Saints Row 3 has the joke, and they somehow missed it when they went to redo 2.
Yep.
It's unfortunate. But it is what it is. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we will meet tomorrow for the grand festival. The unveiling of a new year, I hear. See you there, gentlemen. And remember, there's always more, and it always gets worse.